Welcome, CJ510 Scholars. My name is Cheryl Victorian, and I will be your instructor for ethical leadership in criminal justice this term. Just a little bit about myself. I am an SNHU adjunct professor, and I have been working for SNHU for the past 2 years. I'm also an assistant chief with the Houston Police Department, where I have been a classified officer for 25 years. I have held the ranks of sergeant, lieutenant, and captain, and have an extensive background in investigations. For more details regarding my instructor bio, click on the My Instructor tab under the most recent announcements. I may be reached at s.victorian@snhu.edu. Any emails will be returned within 24 hours as required by school policy. Usually I return emails before then. I may also be reached by phone at 832-723-0509. Please contact me by phone before 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you need to reach me during the day, please feel free to call me at any time. If I'm unable to answer the phone, please leave me a message with your telephone number and the details of why you've called, and I will call you back as soon as I have the opportunity to. Office hours will be from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. You should be able to reach me by phone anytime during those office hours, as well as by email. If you would like to meet by any other electronic means, please let me know what's available to you, and I will do my best to accommodate you. Thank you. CJ510 course description. Ethical leadership in criminal justice will emphasize the principles of strategic management, ethical leadership, and community involvement as they apply to a public safety organization within the criminal justice systems. Now that means courts, policing, and corrections. The course will focus on the development of leadership qualities that address difficult questions such as risk management and budgetary constraints faced by public safety leaders. The course objectives include analyzing leadership dynamics and approaches used within criminal justice organizations for determining appropriate leadership styles that address communal problems, determining the potential impact of ethical decision-making on employee performance and organizational culture within the criminal justice agency, and evaluating the ethical decision-making of leadership in criminal justice organizations based on accepted best practices and appropriate research. The remaining course objectives include recommending strategies for fostering growth and trust between and within communities and criminal justice organizations, and finally, making recommendations for overcoming obstacles for implementing new strategies to internal and external key stakeholders in criminal justice organizations. Some of the course expectations for CJ510 Ethical Leadership in Criminal Justice include a thorough review of your syllabus at the beginning of this course. Please read your syllabus. If there's anything in your syllabus that you are not sure of, or any of the expectations that you have questions about, please feel free to reach out to me so that we can clarify any misunderstandings you may have. It's also a good idea to post any questions on the course discussion board so that your classmates can see the questions as well, because you are likely not the only person who has that concern. So please feel free to reach out on the discussion board so that I can address any questions you may have about your syllabus. Make sure every week you are reviewing the course modules prior to starting to work on any assignment in that module. Make sure you read everything in the module. Make sure you read the announcements. Make sure you read the updates. Make sure you read any deliverables for that week. Also, your textbook readings. Make sure you pick up your textbook. Your information on your textbook can be found on the first page of your syllabus. The textbook is called Ethical Dilemmas and Decisions in Criminal Justice by Jocelyn Pollock. You will also need to download the Harvard Business Review articles course pack. The link to HBRA is on the second page of your syllabus. You will click on this link. You will identify which of the two course packs you will use for your final project. by reviewing them. The first is the flawed emergency response to the 1992 Los Angeles riots. The second one is NYPD new. Keep in mind that you will be picking one of these topics to complete your final project, okay? So it's imperative that you download this course pack and have these two articles at your disposal for your final projects and your milestones. You're expected to participate in the weekly discussion board posts when we do have them. Make sure that all of your responses are very professional and respectful. I ask that you would submit all of your course assignments. The expectation is for you to submit them on time. Weekly discussion board posts, the initial posts are typically due by the Thursday of each week, with the response to your classmates being due by that Sunday. Any deviation from this will be noted in your syllabus, or I will be sure and make any necessary changes in the announcements, the weekly announcements. As far as grades are concerned, I will provide feedback on all of your assignments no later than 7 days after the assignment due date, okay? The attendance policy, you guys are expected to log in, especially during this first week of class. You're required to submit a graded assignment discussion. If you do not submit a posting to the graded or assignment discussion during the first week, you're automatically withdrawn from this course for non-participation. So be sure to post during this first week. If you have any questions, please refer to your syllabus and click on I think this is the 4th page of the syllabus, the full attendance policy for those guidelines. As far as late assignment submissions, meeting assigned due dates is critical for demonstrating progress and ensuring appropriate time for me to provide feedback on your assignments. You're expected to submit your assignments on or before the due dates. For a review of the full late assignment policy, again, refer to your syllabus. That information is there. I expect you to communicate. If there's anything going on, you don't have to tell me what's going on in your private life, but those of you that don't mind sharing, feel free to share. But if you need additional time for assignments, I don't know that unless you reach out to me. All I see is that you have not logged on and have not submitted assignments. But there's nothing that I want more than to see you be successful in this course. And in order to do that effectively online, we have to communicate, whether it's by phone or by email, by Skype, however we need to communicate. But let me know ahead of time, if at all possible, when emergencies come up and you may need additional time for assignments so that we can work through that. During the course of CJ 510, there will be several required course assignments, including discussion board posts, journal entries, short paper assignments, employee interview memorandum, your final project milestones, and there will be 4 of those, and then your final submission. In order to maximize your scores on your assignments, some of the best practices to use are reviewing the details of the assignment, identifying critical elements for the assignment, reviewing guidelines and rubric for the assignment, and uploading your work into ePortfolio for future use. Specific activity directions, grading guides, posting requirements, and additional deadlines can be found in the assignment guidelines and rubrics section of this course. Finally, I have included a list of online student resources for Southern New Hampshire University, including the SNHU College of Online and Continuing Education Student Handbook, the Online Accessibility Center, and the Academic Honesty Policy, all of which you can find links to in your course syllabus. I've also included the number to the Technology Help Desk, which you can always find useful in an online course if you're having technical difficulties, and also the Shapiro Library, which you will find useful for locating your journal articles and other resources for your final projects, as well as other assignments in this course, and the Online Writing and STEM Center. Again, as I stated in my introduction, my instructor bio, you should be very proud of the accomplishments that you've made in this program thus far, whether it's signing up for courses if this is your first class, or completing courses towards your master's degree already. I look forward to working with you and witnessing your contributions to the field of criminal justice. Thank you. I hope you found this PowerPoint useful.